My name is Darryl Patton, and this is Where in Carrollton. The city of Carrollton has many businesses offering great products and services in the community, and I decided to visit a few local favorites. So join me as I embark on a journey filled with food and fun. Bring your palate and prepare to witness adventure not far from home on Where in Carrollton. Known for their Greek cuisine, the Gyro wraps in particular, Greek Corner is a restaurant deserving a visit. I've been meaning to check out this place for some time, so let's check inside.
I eat fried shrimp, I eat their french fries, the jalapeno poppers, and sometimes I eat a little bit of pita bread and tzatziki sauce.
Gyro wrap.
The Gyro wrap.
Yes, that's the only thing I get here. It's lamb meat, cucumber sauce, I believe, lettuce, onions, and tomatoes. Gyro wraps are amazing.
We make lasagna and we've made manicotti and ravioli my whole life. And we grew up near, or my family's from, where they're from in New Jersey is from a Greek Portuguese area. So I grew up eating moussaka and the Gyro wraps, which are the ones with the lamb and or beef or chicken in them. So people have come, you know, it's Greek and Italian mostly, so they've come to eat the lasagna, the ravioli, or try our wraps. Or, you know, our special desserts like our melamakarna. They're a traditional Greek holiday cookie, and they have walnuts and honey. They're typically soaked in honey and brought back out, and then dipped back in honey and brought back out. They have like a perfect crisp consistency, nice and sweet. They're really good. But then we're going to add a few things that basically we can do with what we already have in the kitchen. And, you know, if you have a special request, want us to try something, we're more than willing to do that too. Just added a new thing to the menu yesterday. We're going to do Greek nachos.
Really?
So we're going to do nachos with either the chicken or the gyro on it, and some tzatziki and, you know, cheese sauce and banana peppers. And yeah, they were really good. So we decided to add it to the menu.
So what's something you would recommend a new customer?
I would definitely say try one of our wraps. It's a pita bread, and it's got tzatziki sauce, which is a traditional Greek sauce that has cucumbers and garlic and a little bit of salt in it. It's a really good sauce, and then lettuce, tomato, and onions. And of course, you can choose if you don't like any of those things to take them off. And it's just wrapped up, and you know, just basically, you know, it's really good on the fly kind of food. It's easy to get and walk with, and that's traditionally Greek, or moussaka, which is layers of potato and eggplant and beef, and it's got a bechamel cream on top and marinara sauce. It's really good. I do plan on having live band, so you know, if there are bands that want to perform, you know, come and talk to us, and you know, that lets them kind of promote their own page and get people in here, and we'll put it out on our Facebook page. And you know, so live bands, or you know, even single singers, or you know, people who want to do an open mic night or host a talk, anything like that.
Miss Miller also shares love for art. You can view students' work lined up throughout the restaurant, and she is open to take on new artists.
Art galleries, you know, small ones if I know they're out and about, so that's kind of the reason I wanted to be able to put art up here, because it changes for me, but it also gives all of our UWG students an opportunity to practice, you know, putting up galleries and preparing for them, and just showcasing the art. Each month, just a new artist goes up there, and first the artist will go along the hallway, but since not everybody goes to the restroom, then 30 days later their art will move up front, and a new artist will go back there, and so every 30 days it'll kind of rotate through, and if somebody buys their art, they can come put something new up, and they can price it at, you know, however they want. It's their prices, and you know, just get them some exposure. You know, if we can get locals to come in and they're looking for something new for their businesses or for homes, and they can support a local college student, that's really awesome to me. So yeah, if somebody buys something, we just call the artist and let them know something was bought, and you can put something new up again, and then in 30 days we'll have a new artist up here. And
can you explain what this Gyro wrap is?
it's a pita wrap, or you know, pita flatbread, and we fold it up. Think of like sort of like a taco, and we put the tzatziki sauce down the middle, and that is usually either made with sour cream or Greek yogurt, and it's got garlic and cucumber and salt in it, and so that goes in, and then a little bit of onion, tomato, lettuce, and we just wrap it up.
Next, I get to sit down and try a couple of dishes off of Miss Miller's menu.
I actually like this. It's like, I can't really
I haven't had anything like that, basically, what I'm trying to say. I can't really compare it to another dish.
And I think for a lot of people, you know, especially in the South, that they would like just kind of cook it up. You know?
How they're cooked in their flavor, so it can almost be like that meat substitute for some of those who don't eat meat.
Right. That's where the one thing we are going to try and do over time is kind of bulk up our options. Wrap, you know,
or wrap, okay.
Like a soft taco maybe, if you're going to compare it to say Mexican, yeah. Soft taco or chalupa. Be closer to a chalupa given the bread.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is pita bread as well.
Yes.
Mmm. Wow.
You'll be back?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that.
We just made a customer, I think.
I really love how all the flavors are like. It's really the sauce with the vegetables and that. This is the meat right here is amazing. It has like that little salty kind of tangy kind of aftertaste to it.
Oh yeah. That's
yeah. So with the tomatoes, this is amazing. I'm mad it took me so long to actually try one of these.
Well, good. We're glad you found us then.
So how often would you say you make these?
How often do we make them?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably one of our staples throughout the day. It's rare that, you know, a table of 2 or more will come in and at least one person doesn't get a wrap. There are often times, you know, we get a table full of people and that's what everybody gets. You know, maybe 5 or 6. Some get the gyro that you have, which is, gyro meat is actually what you're eating. It's the lamb. And we also make chicken and beef ones. But a lot of people, when they call in, they assume that the wrap is actually called a gyro.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's what they call it, we just know they mean lamb, unless they specify chicken or beef.
Wow.
And some people come in and what they want, and you know, they don't eat bread or they're just not in the mood, so they get a gyro salad.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically this whole thing without the pita bread. It's just, you know, larger on the plate. So I tend to get that a lot too. Depends on if I'm gonna.
I could have sat and talked with Miss Miller forever, but we have another stop. I recommend the Gyro Wrap. The tangy sauce paired with the fresh vegetables and served with the slow-cooked lamb creates a meal bursting with flavors. Greek Corner served its customers good food for the right price, so come by and check them out. Do you have a birthday coming up? Maybe you're planning a wedding and would like some pastries. Or you just have a sweet tooth. These are all problems that McGee's Bakery can solve. McGee's Bakery is a family-run business, serving everything from cookies to pastries to even gourmet sandwiches. The love and passion for this industry can be experienced in their food. I had a chance to speak to the son, Mr. McGee, as he showed us the process of making a cake.
The phones were upstairs, situating the cases, coming back downstairs, replenishing product. I mean, all day it's like this. I mean, there's some downtime, just like anybody else's business. There's some downtime at certain parts of the day, you know, maybe for an hour, hour and a half, something like that. But still, during those hour and a half, you're still answering the phone. You know, you're still dealing with customers walking in and out of the place, and customers, you know, they're huge. They're the major part of any of these kind of businesses, regardless of what you're doing in here, what you're making, or how good it is. You know, customers and treating customers like.
2 date nut bars and a dozen of the butternuts.
Butternuts, okay. Separate these waiting for you so that powder doesn't get all over everything.
Okay, that's all right. I'll still eat them.
Having a good relationship with them and feeling like you're part of the community in businesses like this, I think is the key to all of it. You know, it's not just a business to make money at, because I mean, if that were the case, I could go anywhere and probably make more money than what I make here. This is all about feeling like you're part of the community. On the weekends, I myself average probably between 25 and 30 cakes between Friday and Saturday. So I mean, I don't want to be wasting time, wasting movement. You know, I need to be getting things, you know, icing cakes, decorating them, putting them out, and they got to move, and I got to move right on into the next one. That's just to keep everything from getting backed up on me. Oh yeah, going to push that tip back, that rose tip that I put in there. I'm going to push it back. I'm going to cut a little bit bigger slit into this, and then I'm just going to press, and then that's going to come right back out, and then that's going to be my rose tip right there. People do these differently as well. It's just my technique on how to do these. You're just going to take this, build up that little mound of icing like so. And the top part of the rose is the most important part, because this is where everything is going to kind of form from. So that was the most important part of it. Now we're just going to overlap the whole time down. Overlap, 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 overlap. And of course, how many times you overlap on the rose is going to dictate how big your rose can get. You know, like I said, it's just a very traditional cake. Just going to use a regular pair of scissors. I'm going to place it where I want to. I'm going to use the back side of my rose nail, and I'm just going to kind of scrape it and separate it from my scissors. And it just lays on the cake. The longer it sits, the more it's going to adhere to the cake as it's drying. So those things, unless you come here and start spinning the cake around, you know, they're going to be on the cake, you know, until you get ready to eat them. Things like that. Cool. We're just going to do several of them on the cake, you know. Same technique. You can make them bigger or smaller, depending on how many times you want to overlap. If you don't overlap as many times as that one, you can make one slightly smaller, you know, which will give it a more of a natural look here and there. You can kind of place them how you want to. You know, I'm just going to kind of place them in here so they look kind of natural, you know, 6 or 7 on a cake, you know, this size. That way we have room to write on the cake and put some greenery and stuff like that in there. Just going to do, I do this one on a lot of them, just a little vine, you know, something like that.
Notice that he's freehanding this cake. No stencils, just skills.
Something kind of like that. You can come back, a few little rose buds in there if you want to. You just want to stick something in there like that, just kind of give it a little bit of a different look. We'll go back on the back end of it like this, and just kind of put a little, you know, leaf on there, if you will, or however you want to look at that. There's some greenery around it. I'm going to do the same on some of these.
I figured I might try and give this icing thing a try.
Concentrate on these 2 fingers. All right, these two are going to hold the icing from backing out on you. And I kind of twist it too to keep the icing from wanting to come back out of the bag. Using these 3 fingers right here, really, or these 4 fingers all together to kind of press it out. You see what I'm saying? I'm using those to get the icing to come out. So some people grab it like this and they use the whole, like, on top of the icing bag grip. I don't like that. It hurts in my fingers. So you try it the way you want to try it. Like I said, it's all about keeping a consistent amount of icing coming out at the same time and knowing when to stop. And when you get ready to stop, pull the icing bag away so it doesn't stick. Okay. And when you stop, you kind of stop and pull away at the same time.
Okay. I'm not too bad at this. I think you like a few more.
You got it, man. Like I said, you.
And now here's the wider one.
This is more traditional right here.
Bam.
Bam, man. You got that. Again, like I said, in a week of you doing this, you have this thing down.
Cupcakes at McGee's Bakery. That cupcake's amazing. You have that right consistency on the icing that goes well with the cupcake.
Absolutely.
So, cupcake is A1.
McGee's also serves lunch to the customers. A favorite that has been ordered daily since it was put on the menu is a chicken salad sandwich and the pimento cheese sandwich.
People come from all over the place to eat their chicken salad, and they order it by itself, and they'll take it home and make it over the weekend when we're not open on Sundays.
Some walnuts in there. I'm seeing a little celery.
Yes.
And a little, of course, like, you know, have that mayo. Yeah, a little mayo in there.
Our chicken salad's really basic, really clean, and that's the way our customers like it, so we like to keep it that way for them. All right, so we're gonna put chicken salad on this one, and on our other one, we're gonna do some pimento cheese. All right, so our pimento cheese is really light. Got some fresh pimentos in here, some real fresh cheese. This is all made fresh daily. We're gonna put pretty good helping of pimento cheese on here. Alrighty.
Got some little special ingredients in there that I find to make it really good.
All right, so
Tomato, a little pickle, a little lettuce.
yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and try what you try first. All right,
yeah,
so let's go ahead and try this pimento cheese. I see what you're saying about that distinctive taste because it's kind of strong, but that pickle was a great idea because it balances it out.
Yeah, kind of. The vinegar kind of cuts into the sharpness of the cheese. Yeah.
Okay, now we're going into this chicken salad now. Now I'd say that one was my favorite.
Yeah, it consistently is everybody's favorite. I mean, and to me, what makes this sandwich unique is just serving it on the croissant. You know, I mean, the croissant just kind of gives it a whole different flavor, you know, a whole different consistency with the chicken salad as opposed to putting on loaf bread, things like that.
That's what makes it kind of different.
Yeah.
But I actually like that because I'm used to, like you said, having it on a loaf of bread. Never had it on a croissant.
I stayed a little longer to help out and of course have my share of pastries. My overall experience at McGee's was great. The McGee's love what they do and they're really good at it. Now if that is enough to get you to try McGee's, I don't know what will. I showed you 2 unique places that you can experience good food for a great price. Remember, whether you're with family, friends, or by yourself, enjoy the moment and make memories. Until next time, we'll catch you later on Where in Carrollton.